Hey everyone, welcome to Bickering Book Reviews. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Becky.
And today we're talking about Reign the Earth by A.C. Gaughen. Gaughen?
Could be.
So we got these arcs, we got two from BEA, and I think you got one on...
I got it on NetGalley to try to get through it.
Because I like reading print arcs, and you like reading electronic ones. It is what it is.
If I can make the font bigger.
Well, but I can read so much faster, and I can get through so much more if it's print.
See, I'm the other way around.
Yeah. So, anyway, this book is about, it's set in a world where gifted individuals can control the elements. However, these individuals are despised, and the ruler Calix will stop at nothing to eradicate them. In an effort to create a sense of peace between two peoples, Shalia marries Calix only to find he is a terrible, demented man. Her life is endangered further when she finds that she is an elemente and can control Earth. Shalia must decide the best way to navigate her husband and create peace for all. So, I don't even know where to start with this one because I really liked this author's other series, Scarlet. I truly enjoyed that one. And I guess there was a little bit going on kind of in the author's personal life that made this series take a little bit longer to come through. This one was hard, especially because I don't really know what demographic it's for.
No, I gave up. I got 125 pages into it, and I have a bunch of other stuff going on, and I felt like nothing had happened in the first 125 pages, so I gave up.
I did finish it. I don't know if I was the right audience for this because it's not a YA book.
It's not a teen book.
But it reads too juvenile to be a new adult. And right. I feel weird saying that, but seriously, it reads too juvenile to be a young adult or a new adult.
There are things that take place in it that should be a new adult book. But the way it's written, it's so off the page that it feels a little middle schoolish.
I mean, because from the beginning of the book, Shalia is married, and then it's all about kind of her navigating married life.
And she's trying to have an heir. Like, that's something they say a lot.
I mean, there's a lot of violence that kind of goes on throughout this book, a lot of abuse. I mean, Calix is a bad guy.
And at least the part I read, Shalia, maybe she became a stronger character, but there was nothing there in the first 100 pages.
No, well, and it was rough because a lot of the things like weren't integrated or explained. Like Shalia goes from not having a power to having a power, and there's no real kind of explanation for why that happened or anything. I think some of the plot points needed to be woven better. I think that like a better kind of look into the audience would have worked better. A lot of what happened is pretty obvious. I mean, you can kind of guess from the beginning where the trajectory is going to go.
From what you told me, it was exactly like where I expected.
So yeah, I think we're just gonna...
I am choosing not to rate it because I feel like I can't give it an honest review because I only read it 125 pages. But like I said, I will say I gave up. I found the first 125 pages a little dull, and I quit.
And I think I'm gonna rate it. So our rating scale goes from 5 unicorns down to 2 unicorns, and if we really didn't like it, it's a horse. So I'm gonna give it 2 unicorns. I mean, it was easier for me to get through this book than Reign the Fallen. So there was at least enough there. I mean, it was an interesting concept. Like, it could have been done.
It could have, yeah.
It just didn't do it for me. And I was more interested in this book than I was in Reign the Fallen. So
I have to say, though, in 2 years we've been doing this is the first time I've given up. And I might not, like I said, there's a lot of other stuff going on, so I might not have if all the other stuff wasn't going on.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to read the rest of the series. Sorry. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not going to try. It doesn't necessarily mean that I wouldn't read one of her other books if it was set in a different world.
I might, because I'm not familiar with her other books, and I don't know if I can properly judge it based off this one. So. It's also really long for a YA book when nothing happens.
Yeah.
So we should just finish.
All right, so we're done, so we will see you around.
Bye.
Bye.